What's up YouTube, Kyron back up in here with another video, and today we are going to be doing a pickups video. I have done one recently. People feel like I lied, be like, oh, it's been so long, but genuinely this is a lot of accumulation for the time from the last one to this one. But the title of this one is going to be free clothes, and that is not to boast at all. I understand the privilege that I have, I understand how grateful it is to be in the position that I've been in to receive all of these gifted pieces, and whether they're friends, whether they're companies that I've looked up to for a very long time or have had a piece in influencing my style journey, they're all appreciated, you know what I mean? So I want to get that out of the way. But free clothes is not to brag at all, but I'm also in this place right now where I don't even really feel like shopping, to be honest. Like, I haven't really been inspired to buy too much, and I think that's a product of going out of winter season, going into spring. I'm a bit more inspired now to put things together because I'm getting out of the survival mode that Canada kind of puts you in. I've been wearing nothing but Uggs, black pants, and a big ass freaking jacket the whole winter. So now I can finally start dressing, you know what I mean? So I'm really excited for that. So you guys get a lot more content when it comes to styling. I get outside, I can do more fit pics, I can do more content in general, vlogging, whatever that may be. That's all on the way, so be very excited for that. Lots of really great brands, really exciting ones at that. So we're gonna get straight to it. It's a bit more organized today. We have like all tops. We're gonna run through all the tops, then the bottoms, and accessories, and then footwear. It's very structured this time because I feel like that was the best way to knock it out of the park instead of going brand by brand. Normally I do that, but I felt like this is a cool way to switch it up this time around. But let's get straight into it. Before we get into that, of course, make sure to follow me on my Instagram, GOTSWEIGE. It's where you can keep up to date with me more frequently. I post fit pics, this and that, so that's what you can check out on there. Also, TikTok, SWEIGE. I'm trying to get a bit more consistent on there. And what do you guys think about me getting a clipper to clip some of the old vlog clips? I feel like that would be cool to put that on TikTok. I don't know if I should put that on a separate clips channel or whatever. If you are a clipper out there on TikTok, hit me up on Instagram DM. We could probably chop it up because I think that would be a cool idea. I think that's a smart way to kind of get into the flow of doing short form content again, because I have enjoyed it, but I think it would be cool to just bridge that in, you know what I mean? But that's besides the point. Let's get straight into the first piece. So technically this is going to be my first spring pickups video, and yes, I am wearing a scarf, but it's just because I think stylistically it looked nice with this hoodie, and I'm in some sweatpant attire right now. I'm about to go see a movie after with Max because we got invited to the Sinners premiere through my manager. Shout out to Aubrey. So we're gonna go see that right after I filmed this, but that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to get that out of the way because you're probably like, yo, you're wearing a freaking scarf and it's supposed to be spring. It's 3 degrees outside Celsius, so I'm trying to stay cozy, even though in here it's probably hot as hell. But anyway, we're getting straight into the first piece. This is a crazy one. I was hitting up Giz from CMMAWEAR. Shout out to Gizmo, my dog. He's cooking crazy stuff every single time you, like, this is no glaze at all. Every single time you drop something, it just gets progressively better and better and better, and that goes with all the homies that I see on YouTube making brands. Like, it's just really inspiring to see. When I seen this right here, I think I was giving him credit for this other jacket that he dropped, the same exact jacket but a different treatment. I was like, yo, that texture is insane. He's like, wait until you see the other one. This, it's supposed to mimic tree bark. Obviously not the same color at all, but like look at that, bro. And I don't know if you guys realize it, but it's like literally raised. Like, these are little pieces, and some might chip off, but for the most part it's been staying intact. I've worn it once so far, but like, the camera doesn't even really do it justice, but all of this is raised. And I don't know what type of treatment this is. I'll try and read it to see if I get some details. But this is called the Terrarium jacket, and it's in volcanic ash, made in Korea, of course. It's from their spring summer 25 collection. And I don't think there's any other. It's just, they have this tag, says garment dyeing, obviously, on the inside. You know what I'm saying? So trying to get a good peek for you guys, but yeah, there's just so many details on this, from the buttons. Mainly the treatment is the highlight of the show, and then also this like little back pleat kind of shows you what the original color of the piece was before this garment dyeing process to achieve this like texture. But yeah, I want to try and get to like, is there, pretty sure there's like this, oh yeah, here we go, hand marked on the inside. Come on now, you know Kyle to get the best, man. Come on, look at this. I didn't even realize this is numbered like this, but Kyron Warwick, I believe this is 10 out of 10. So there's only 10 of these, I'm pretty sure. Size large. Mine is marked. So you know this one's never leaving the closet. I feel like anything that a designer or a person that made for me that's personally handwritten, I think it's a disservice to ever sell that. Like, this is not leaving the closet. This is for me. I can't wait to see how this wears over time, especially with the treatment. Sorry I'm giving it so much time, but it's well deserving. It's so special. 10 out of 10, both in rating and also the fact that it's limited to 10 pieces. You see what I did there? Come on now. Beautiful piece. Keep on going. Let's get to the next one. All right, so the next one, this is another one that I was so surprised because originally my homie that runs a PR agency, he reached out to me because he represents sp5der, the brand, which is Young Thug's brand. If you guys don't know, a lot of these PR agencies are the people that go and reach out to influencers. They send them the PR, they set up their fashion shows, they do all the back end that revolves around community and development and all this communications, you know what I mean? So they represent sp5der, which is Young Thug's brand, and he was the reason why I ended up going to the fashion show in New York back in September. If you guys didn't see that vlog, make sure to go watch that because that was the first time I think sp5der ever had a runway show, but they're normally known for just sweatsuits and all that. But obviously right now he's trying to push that boundary, kind of like when V-Lone wanted to go and do runway stuff and they were like right at the cusp of that. Anyway, it was looking super sick. A lot of pieces I was seeing on the runway I was very impressed by, some not so much, but the ones that I did see that I liked, I was very fond of, you know what I mean? And he said, I'm gonna be sending you a tracksuit out. So I was assuming it was just the regular cotton sweatsuit. He sent me a knit tracksuit, and at the bottom of it was this. I was not expecting this, but this is what made the whole package. This is unreleased sp5der from the runway. No one has this yet unless you were like seeded some stuff, but like, I think this is the only one that they had for seeding. But it has the sp5der on the back in this like shiny red and this whole faux cow print, and it's also a quilted brown sateen interior, sp5der tag on the inside. I think this is an XL. It fits great though. I've been wearing it a lot. I think I've worn it like maybe like 5-6 times so far already, and that's since I've gotten it. So it's definitely a statement piece. It stands out a lot, but I think that's what makes it so unique. And because I'm like one of the few people with it, I'm like, hey, I gotta show it off a little bit. Come on now, you know what I mean? So very beautiful piece. Very excited about this. Shout out to Slime, free Slime, even though he's already out. It's backwards now, slime free. And shout out to my dog for getting me sorted with the sp5der because I never thought I'd get Young Thug's clothing brand sent to me for free, you know what I mean? Like, these are just, the dreams keep on going true. And as much as it might go over some of your heads, it's still very much appreciated. It's crazy. I still can't believe it. Every single time I get a package to my doorstep, I'm like, bro, this can't be life, you know? So remember I was telling you guys about that track jacket? It's right here. So this is the knit track jacket that came in that same package. It is this sp5der. 5 is a common number that you're gonna see in the sp5der brand, which is kind of funny because I believe it's gag related, but I am not a member. I am not affiliated. I am not, oh wait, I am not that, but you know what I mean? But I do love Young Thug's music. I love fucking everyone on YSL for real. So yeah, this brand is really, really sick to me. The knit track top for this sp5der track jacket, and if you guys could see, it is like a knitted material. Hard to kind of capture on camera, but yes, all knitted. The only gripe that I have with this, sp5der on the back, of course. The only gripe I have with this, if you have a pet, you cannot wear this, okay? It's a magnet to all hair, including human hair. So sometimes I will find like randomly just like a little strand of my hair, but anyone, it's a magnet. I don't know how it happens. It's just like, and it'll stay, it'll get ingrained into it. That's the only gripe I really have with this specific knit. I've never had a knit that's done that to me like this. So that's the only annoyance that I really have with this material. Besides that, it's beautifully like the concept is really nice. I like how it's put together, but I would change the material personally. That's the only thing I would do, but I do like this a lot. This is Alani, an energy drink in a wine glass because it's the only glass that I have left. Shout out to Alani. They be sending the boys some care packages so I can stay woke for these videos for you guys. So next up, I can already hear the comments. I already know where they're gonna go to. Like, oh my god, he watches the Like Wheezy video once, he starts wearing True Religion. Bro, when I really tell you how that just aligns sometimes, it's just weird. The timing of things is so weird, and I feel like just divine timing. Very, very odd. But anyway, Aubrey, my manager, hits me up. She's like, True Religion wants to send you some gifts. This is months before that video dropped, okay? by the way. True Religion is like, it's a funny one, you know what I mean? Like, I ironically like to wear it because, one, I think they make great pants. My dad used to wear them a whole lot, and then also during that whole like Chief Keef era, I think they had it in a chokehold. That brand was just killing shit. And then now they're making stuff that's more up my alley. Like, they have baggy pants now, they have the classics still. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll take some True Religion gifting. So they could only send it to the States, so they sent it to my dad's crib. I pick it up at my dad's crib when I went to Philly recently. By that time, like Wheezy video drops, I'm wearing True Religion. I was like, oh my god, play my Cardi. But anyway, that's my little story. I mainly got this because of Chief Keef. If Cardi's wearing it right now, sure, I'll take it. It's kind of in my style. Like, people gonna associate the two. I get it. You know what I mean? So, True Religion jean jacket, really, really cool. I love these contrast stitching True Religion jean jackets. It reminds me of Chief Keef. Definitely gonna be rocking out with that in the summertime. This with big ass aviators, I'm gonna look like Sosa. True again, true again, true again, true again, true. It's gonna be fire. The pants that I got too, which I gave you a little prelude, there's some pants in the video to come, but they're not the exact same blue, which is unfortunate. It would have been a cool set, but this is super sick. The only thing that sucks is that I don't find, like, the quality is still pretty good, but I do feel like back in the day it was even more substantial. Like, it felt more, it's not too far off, but there is a noticeable like 5 to 10% difference in like the luster of the denim and maybe like the finishing of the threading and all that, but it's not too far off. I would say it still feels luxurious for this type of denim brand. So this is a new brand to the channel. It's called Souland, and this brand is making me really excited to jump into the spring season because a lot of the pieces that they make is very like chic, the row, Bottega boy adjacent, kind of like Timothy Chalamet, Jacob Elordi type of swag, you know what I mean? Which I really love. In the summertime, I think that's a chic way to go. Like, if you're going out, trying not to be too dressy, but there's like a little like richness to there. That's what I feel like this brand really emulates or projects. So Souland is the brand. They hit up my manager. They're down to do some gifting. I asked them for like a bunch of stuff. They sent everything. I thought they were gonna send like 3 things. They sent everything. But if you guys know me, rib knit is my shit. This is my favorite type of material. It's rib knit and corduroy. I like things with texture. I like to be able to, you know, have some substance in my garments. And this is a perfect example of that. Like, look at how it just has a lot of character, you know? Like, there's the two-tone in the ribbing. It bellows out near the arm. I'm pretty sure this is a women's piece. I just got it in the biggest size and it looks great. Like, if anyone told me this was like Bottega or the Row, I would fully believe it, you know what I mean? It gives that energy. And then Souland, that's the brand name right there. But yeah, love the closure on the zipper as well. But yeah, just a phenomenal piece. I'm really excited to wear this in the spring, and it doesn't stop there. There's a lot of pieces that I haven't opened up yet, but I worn 3 of them already, plus the boots they sent. I worn like 4 of the things that they sent, and there's still 2 things that I have yet to wear. But when I wear something before pickups video, that's when you know I'm very excited to wear it. Because if I hold it aside, like, it's tough for me to do it sometimes. But, you know, sometimes push comes to shove, you got to put a fit together on the weekend, and here you have it, you know? Alrighty, next piece is another one from Souland. I told you we got a bunch from them, so I'm going to try and power through it. Souland once again. This one also a ribbed knit situation, not the exact same piece as before. This one's more like a kind of like a buttoned cardigan type of situation. It kind of gives a in between of a cardigan and a shirt. It has a cuffed wrist right there. I love this piece. I really enjoy it. I styled it recently in this Puma brand deal that I just did. But yeah, very flowy, very spring chic, all that, you know what I mean? Everything that you want out of a spring piece is in this, and I'm very excited to style it even more than I already have. It's been like maybe 2-3 times I've worn this already since I've gotten it, so very good stuff. Love this piece. Very fluid. Myself and my friend Nat are very like flannel nerds, and we've come to the conclusion that there's certain motifs within flannels where you're just like, oh, that's a nice attention to detail. Like, you'll see some made by like Our Legacy or other brands of that nature, and you're like, huh, like actually that's really nice, and it just looks a lot more luxe than typical flannel motifs that are made by other companies, you know what I mean? This is a good example of that, also by Souland. When we look, like, the first thing he said to me when I wore this, because he is a flannel nerd like myself, he's like, oh, that touch of blue, that's very nice. And I was like, you know what? That's exactly why I got it. I saw that little touch of blue. I was like, yes, bro, yes. Absolutely. And it just feels like it has a good amount of weight. It doesn't look generic. It has a little bit of luster to it. You know what I mean? It looks great. I love it. I love the flow. This is going to be great in the spring, like I said before, as all these pieces are. And there's 2 more from Souland that are the garments, you know what I mean? Like the clothing bits, besides the boots that you'll see near the end, that I have yet to open up in person. So it'll be a surprise for both of us, which is exciting. So yeah. Now we got this button up. I got 2 button ups, I believe. Open this up. So we got pretty classic standard button up shirt, but it has these beautiful dainty blue stripes going down it. You'll see momentarily. Just kind of holding the structure of the collar so you can kind of see that. But yeah. Really nice, all white with the blue stripes. Souland once again. You can see that collar going crazy. Sorry that my softbox isn't really doing it justice, but yeah. Also the back features, like, I didn't even notice this. This is my first time realizing this. This is why it's cool to open pieces up live on camera for you guys instead of like getting to wear it and all that. But the back isn't the same. It has this like striped textured motif. It's not like embedded within the fabric. And it goes sideways and then vertical. So you can kind of see that it changes. Really, really cool. I like that that's different, because if it was just a striped white shirt, you'd probably be like, oh, that's kind of a little boring. But the back is completely different, which makes it very, very cool. I love this a lot. Very, very sick. That's growing on me a lot. I'm a fan. Now they got me wondering if this is going to be any different. I wonder. It's out, and this is all consistently one material, but it's all textured all throughout, so I'll take it. It kind of looks like a pebbled situation, which is exactly what it is. Souland again at the top, and I got all of these at like as a size large pretty much consistently. But great white tee that's just not, white shirt that's different from your average white shirt to wear in the summer as a layering piece. Think tank top, blue jeans, and this, you know what I mean? Perfect. So this one is not necessarily something that would be in my immediate style repertoire. Like, I'm not gonna go and be like, hey, let me wear some anime girls, you know what I mean? But when I wore this, it was like a cool little switch up, like to have something a bit playful, you know what I mean? Like, it's still something chic that I would normally wear, like just like a cool striped shirt, but with a little something fun on it. It's kind of like when I had the Cuba CDG shirt. It's something traditional with something a little fun. So I did enjoy styling this, and this is from my homie's brand, my homie Delaw West. So if you guys want to go check them out, I'll put his information in the description below, as most of these brands will be. But yeah, got these anime girlies on the back. Got this one with the guitar. He was also the same guy that used to run Guitar Boys. I believe this is a whole other separate brand that he's running right now too. I have this girl with the Union Jack on her skirt. I don't know. Are you guys anime boys? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm not really a huge one. I've watched a few. I watched Akame Got Killed. I've watched Naruto. I'm a basic boy, you know what I mean? I don't watch too much. Sometimes it gets a little crazy for me, you know what I mean? It's hard. It's a lot of time to devote to something, and I don't know if I have it in me. But if you guys vouch for one, if you only pick one, let me know in the comments below, and I'll give it a shot. But I think Akame was probably my favorite. But anyway, all that to say, this is the shirt. It's pretty fun to style. Not my typical, but I really do like it, and my homie killed this piece, so on to the next one. So next joke we got is from Reckless Scholars. They did the, not merch if you will, but I guess it was like a collab for their merch, if that's the right terminology. But for Working on Dying, if you guys know Working on Dying, it's a producer collective, or yeah, production collective if you will. They work with a whole bunch of people. You guys probably recognize the producer name or the producer tag. I'm working on dying. You know what I mean? Or Filthy, who produces for Opium and all that. He's on Working on Dying too. But yeah, Working on Dying, I believe they're mainly based out of Philly too, which is really cool. And you know me, I was born in Philly, so I think this was just, when I was on the website looking at different stuff from Reckless Scholars, I love kind of neo-tribalism type of motifs like this, and also Working on Dying. I love all their production, so I think it was just like a cool match made in heaven. It's a black hoodie too. You can wear a black hoodie all the time. I just wish the hood was a bit larger, because I have a large set of hair, and that the chest was a bit wider because it's a bit narrow, but that's about it. Besides that, it's a black hoodie. Not too much to say. It's puff print as well too, which is cool, but I'm working on dying. Not really though. back into the cool shirts. You guys see a theme here? I think we're gonna be wearing shirts a lot this spring. You know what I mean? So this one was an interesting one. You guys know me, I'm not a big conveyor of fast fashion. If I do take on any of it, it's for certain reasons, and this is a prime example of that. This is a diffusion label within H&M. Gasp, yes, I know H&M, but they are taking strides in a better direction, I feel like, with certain initiatives like this one. This one's called H&M Atelier, and it's similar to how they had that line with H&M Studio. I think this is just another one of their diffusion lines to have a higher end approach to what they want to create over at H&M. Same thing with COS. COS is owned under H&M as well too, and their products last for me. I think they have really contemporary cuts, even though it's made to a larger scale. I don't think with that level of fast fashion it's as bad, because the people that do buy into it aren't buying it with ill intent. Like, they actually are preserving their clothes. They know how to take care of it, make it last. They don't want it to go into landfills, so it's not heavily overly produced, in my opinion, on the consumption level. But you got, it's all perspective at the end of the day. But with this H&M Atelier, this is the spring summer 25. I don't know if they're still making H&M Studio or not. I have to look into that. But one of my favorite pieces they ever made was those like sparkly denim. One of my homies loved those so much, he had to end up, he took them hostage. No, I'm joking. He bought them off me, but I had my fun with them. But anyway, H&M Atelier, this is a new one for me, but another cool shirt. Textured, very similar to the last one. Cool for the summertime, and it just has a very fun cut, very wide, flowy, cool with a tank top in the summertime. And these are made in a lot lower production, so it's gonna be a bit more limited, cooler cuts, similar to what you would find at COS or H&M Studio. And the price point is a bit higher, but it comes in with the materials, how it's executed, etc, etc. So that's that on that. All right, you guys, we are back, and I had to do some research to make sure that I'm not getting bad information, but this is in fact 100% genuine leather. So part of those initiatives of making better quality and things that are going to last, PU leather or faux leather, whatever you want to call it, is just not going to last you. If anything, is going to go into landfills faster, even though yes, some people might be against animal cruelty and other things of that nature because this is animal skin. It is just going to last you a lot longer. So if you want to think of sustainable practices, obviously I'm not a sustainable guru, but mentally the way I'm able to rationalize this lasting years and years and years, whereas faux leather has more carcinogens towards how it's made in the planet, and you're also going to throw it away faster. You know, which one's better, you know what I mean? And also the price point, you know, H&M a bit more sturdy with the price point with this one. This is like around $400 before tax, you know what I mean? So, but the cut is beautiful. Love the kind of distressing over all of the areas of wear and tear where you would see it naturally, but obviously this is pre-done. But yeah, cool moto jacket, really, really beautiful. Love this, and I'm excited to wear it for the spring season, as I am with all of these. You guys see the theme. But yeah, H&M Atelier, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Continuing on, you know, Uniqlo is the fam, probably one of the biggest brand partnerships I've ever done in my life, or earlier in my life, you know what I mean, was with Uniqlo. So we always have a soft spot for Uniqlo. This is a collaboration that they did with JW Anderson, which is a recent one that they've done. Let me try and zoom in so you guys can see that. JW Anderson right there. Oh, way better. And this is one of my favorite hues of yellow. It's like this powdery yellow, which you're unable to see on camera because of how strong this damn light is, unfortunately, but it's all good. Once again, you guys see a theme, which I did not even realize until doing or filming this video, that there is a lot of damn shirts. But this is going to be something that I'm including a lot in my wardrobe this summer. Just a nice little shirt layered on top of a tank top and some regular jeans and one of my favorite shoes, and that's the fit. Very simple, plain. Really, really enjoy this. Excited to wear it in the summertime, and I got this because I had a gift card from a Uniqlo event that I went to not too long ago, so I was down to get it. And there's also a pair of sweatpants that I got, but I think I'm gonna save that for an Instagram reel that I want to do, so you guys will have to tune into my Instagram for that one. You're now watching the Disney channel. Remember how I was saying a lot of stuff is right on time for spring? This is no, I'm not blaming Jacov at all for this, because this guy will wear anything in any weather. But this, even for a Canadian man, this is, I gotta leave this for the winter time, bro. Because I wore it, I can still wear it right now technically because it's still kind of cold out. But I just don't even want to look at winter jackets like this right now because I'm so ready to dress like it's springtime again. But this is from Jacov. Shout out to Jacob Wallace. He, once again, like the other people on YouTube that are just making, other creators on YouTube making phenomenal product. I really love this piece. The faux fur on on the hood is something that I would generally go and shop for myself for any type of piece. And then this long black parka with this just a variety of pockets. It just feels very substantial in nature. It's gonna keep you super warm. The finishings are all great, like matted out. It just feels very like, you know his inspirations, like very like Helmut Lang adjacent, Boris, like all of these brands that are part of his repertoire. And I don't know if you guys saw that Souland collab, but can we give a round of applause for that? That's crazy. That's so fire. So anyway, Jacob's doing great stuff. Happy for him. And this jacket is super sick. I made sure to get one fit pick in before I have to retire for the season, because it's Jacob. Even me holding this, it's heavy, bro. I gotta move on to the spring stuff. But when I come back around next winter, you definitely know I'm gonna be wearing this a whole lot. But I'm happy I got the fit off. I'm happy you even sent it to me. Very grateful. Moving on to the next piece. Next one, it's been an absolute minute, but shout out to Keezy. You know, it ain't easy being Keezy. We have a lot of YouTube alumni in this video, but he sent over this Haven Court jacket. It's giving like Balenciaga swing jacket, and I'm sure that was definitely like a little bit of a reference for him. I'm not saying this is a direct bite at all, because it has its own character of its own, most definitely. It's just a very robust, wide windbreaker style jacket. I believe this might be 3M. I'm hoping it is, because that would be freaking sick. I wonder if I might wear this today, you know, because it is a little rainy outside, because I have to go to that movie premiere. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. But yeah, it's very cool. I love the shape to it. This little logo, it's like the right amount of logo. Not too much, not invasive at all. But yeah, I've never had a chance to own any type of windbreaker in this style besides like, I have like lighter weight ones, but nothing as midweight to heavyweight as this. So I'm very, very fond of it. And one of my favorite jackets that I wear in the spring is actually a Haven Court one as well. The all blacked out varsity jacket that he made. That's a go-to year after year ever since I got it. Never will leave the closet. It's that good. I stand by Haven Court. They make great stuff. Definitely check them out. Super sick. All right, you guys, we're getting to the like 2/3 of the video now. It's a long one. I apologize. I really apologize. But pants, you guys know pants really make an outfit. It's one of the first things that I look towards when building an outfit. So I'm very excited to show the few pants that we have. We had a lot more tops for this video, definitely. But the pants are still heat. And the first one we're starting with is heat, of course. So this is one from CMMAWEAR, also from their recent collection. This is their take on a pair of double knees. These are so sick. When I saw these, I was like, damn. They remind me of like some pants that you'd wear like directly out of the 90s. They remind me of a lot of the pants my mom and dad used to wear from like Tommy Hilfiger, like in old photos of them in the 90s and stuff like that. But yeah, just genuinely really, really cool. Got these in a size large. Most of my pants I get in a size large these days too. But yeah, just really, really, really cool. Big fan of these pants. Already got a chance to wear them once. There's so many small little details that you just don't get a chance to realize on them. They're just like various pockets, like insane amount of pockets all over the place. Plenty of details, good rivets, bespoke rivets that you never see before. The denim is beautiful. The first wear was something, you know what I mean? And it's still gonna get better with time, just because they're just ginormous pants, you know? So they're gonna drag, they're gonna do their thing. They look better that way, I find anyway. But yeah, really cool double knee interpretation. I'm a fan of these. Shout out to Giz. He's a freaking saint for always blessing me with stuff, because it's probably some of the best designed technical garments in the game. No glaze, once again. So take with it as you will. Next up, we got a pair of the track pants that match the top for that sp5der tracksuit that I was telling you about. This is the knitted bottom for the tracksuit that I mentioned. Sp5der on the thigh, right below the zipper. Have that color blocking and the white stripes on the side. Once again, beautiful piece. Love how wide leg they are too. The leg opening is phenomenal. But once again, like I said, it's just a magnet to pet hair. It's a little too crazy for me. Like, justify just dragging it along and all that, but it is beautiful. If you don't have any pets, it's just like definitely for you. But yeah, just me, it's a little too crazy. So I'm gonna stick to the jacket. The jacket is perfect for me, but this, unfortunately, it just does not work for my lifestyle. All right, you guys, so we're continuing. I keep on having to pause because this camera tends to overheat. So let's get straight into it, okay? I don't have time for overheating. Let's keep on. So we have True Legend sent me this lovely little note. So very grateful to the True Religion team. This just proves you that I am not trying to be like Weezer, not trying to be like Cottage, trying to be like Silk. Let me stop yapping your ears off and just show you the damn pants, because these are some of the coziest sweatpants I've had in a very long time. So I love when they take French terry and they reverse it, because this is some of my favorite feeling material. Once again, you guys are getting to know me a lot more. I'm a texture guy. You know what I mean? Some people are matcha niggas. I'm a texture guy.
I like this shit. It's cooler, it's smoother.
This is all me right here. So they have all the True Religion logos. This is screen printed, but puff print again, puff print again. These are patches. We got the tag on there. Boom. I think these are what, 130. Pretty crazy. Contrast stitch all over. True Religion little script right there, and of course the classic on the back. True Religion Buddha Man. But yeah, very wide baggy sweats. The only thing that sucks with having the reverse French terry is that it's easy for it to nick, and that happened to me in the first time of me wearing these on my car ride back in the whip heading back to Montreal from Philly, unfortunately. But very nice sweatpants. Love these things. Very, very cool. Continuing with the True, this is probably the coolest, most contemporary thing that they sent me, which is these baggy denim double knees, kind of similar to the CMMAWEAR, but not even the same ballpark, because obviously the technicality of the CMMAWEAR is out of this world. But once again, a double knee nonetheless. I didn't like how small that panel was at first, but then when I put it on, it all started to make sense, especially if you like low rise them a little bit. They're also naturally just very, very baggy. The wash, unfortunately, does not match the jean jacket, but that kind of makes it so that I don't have to wear it as a full set mentally in my head, kind of interchange them and have my own fun styling them on their own. But this is going to be a lot of fun in the summertime. This is called the Vinny Ultra Baggy. I got these in a size 34 so that they're a bit wider than what I normally like. And yeah, this is the back pocket. I find the pockets on these a little weird. The side pockets are very kind of like shallow. I mean, not narrow. So all your stuff kind of falls out. That's the only gripe I really have with these pants. But besides that, beautiful pants, really nice wash. I like that True Religion is doing baggy stuff now, staying with the wave, but I'm staying on this wave today because they just suits my legs way better. Okay, next up, this is actually a sample, showroom sample. You guys can see that. I wanted to keep this on, even though I wore this once, which is freaking nuts of me. You see what I do for you guys to be able to. But yeah, showroom sample for the men's spring summer H&M Atelier pants. You know what I mean? These are made in Turkey. Just found that out now because the tags are kind of removed since it's a sample. But yeah, these are the pants to match that top. Really cool distressing all throughout the seams. They're not as baggy as normal, but they still are wider than like a straight leg, which is cool. Definitely nicer if you have boots with like more of a shaft, so you can like, kind of stack them in. Really nice. I'm happy with these. Different variant from like just my classic baggy leather pants, and something surprising from a fast fashion retailer that is trying to do something with intent. You know what I mean? So I'm really happy that they're doing stuff like this right now, because they're starting to gain an audience like myself, and hopefully some of you guys, if you guys are interested in stuff like this. So now, I've always liked the Balenciaga Raver like pants and the shorts, all of them. I've had opportunities to buy them in the past. I chose not to, but in this case, I was like, hell yeah, I could do that. Let's run it, because Reckless Scholars wanted to send my way. I was like, I'm not gonna pass that opportunity up. If I were to have gone to Coachella, I would have wore these shorts. That's just a little sidebar right there. I've never gone to Coachella, but hopefully next year we'll see what work comes our way. Fingers crossed, you know what I'm saying? You gotta manifest the good things in life. But yeah, it kind of looks like it has these shotgun blasts all over the piece, the signature kind of bondage style straps and back pocket all throughout the shorts. And I got it in the largest size possible, which is an XL, just because you know me, I'd rather my pants be too big than too small. So yeah, well, these are shorts, jorts, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, pretty straight to the point, washed black denim jorts. That's what it is, you know what I mean? So let's get into the next one. My fault for the switch up in attire and time and probably placement and the scenery in general, but I had to go to that premiere yesterday, so we're gonna get back into it, finish the rest of this video. We have the accessories and the footwear to wrap this thing out. So let's get straight into it. So as for accessories, we're gonna have this right here. This is definitely out of season in terms of this being a spring pickups video. Sorry, this is getting all blown out, but we have this Ridsack fur or faux fur kind of like flight hat. I wore this in a vlog not too long ago. This looks absolutely ridiculous on top of my hair right now because my hair is like up in a ponytail, so it's obviously getting risen, but you guys have seen it in vlogs before. It looks really cool. If this was real fur, it would be even more crazy, but I've been trying to get a lot more of these hats, but I just never pulled the trigger on some of the ones I've been hawking on eBay for the past year or two. So anyway, these are really cool. They're cool for winter, but not so much for the spring. But shout out to Ridsack for gifting this to me. Really appreciate it. So on to the next one. One of my favorite accessories has to be belts, and we have two of them. First one we're gonna get into is from Reckless Scholars. As I've said before, belts is just a really cool way of it's kind of like elevating something that's overlooked a lot of the time. I feel like obviously you don't really get to see your midsection as a guy unless you're like tucking in your pants or whatever, but I feel like if you're low rising your jeans or you just have like low waisted pants in general, belts definitely takes the outfits up a notch. And having things like the studded ones, the chrome ones, the Our Legacy ones, any of them, whatever they may be, they could be even vintage or thrifted, but I think whether they be vintage or thrifted, I think they definitely add a lot to the fits. So this one is one of my cool new additions. This is from Reckless Scholars, like I said before, and it just has a multitude of random little pins embedded in it. You could hear it sounds like a maraca, but yeah, really cool addition. I'm gonna get into the next one. So the next one is from Alexi Carrier. I don't know if that's getting pronounced properly, but we got that. Is that gonna work? Yeah, so that's how you spell it out at least. But he had reached out to me because him and my boy Oscar partnered on these shorts that he like recently dropped, but this is out of that partnership. This is a part of his own brand, not Oscar's brand, but Alexi. So yeah, here's the logo. Kind of like a part of the, I guess like the design DNA, I would say, in Montreal that comes out of like Joshua Jamal, Alexi, Oscar, my homie Tane. Like all of these guys kind of follow this like brand identity. They're not similar at all, but they kind of interchange off of one another. A lot of inspiration for Rocky's new collection. A lot of the inspiration for Rocky's recent collection has been from stuff like this, you know what I mean? So a lot of these guys have a lot of influence in things beyond themselves. So there you go. So this is a all cowhide print belt, so the whole motif is not going to stay the same. This like kind of shows on the right side of your hip, right? No, left. And this is the other side, of course, so no two belts are going to be the same, but this does really feel like a handmade belt, so all of them are going to be finished differently. They're not going to be one-to-one the same like a production line, so keep that in mind if you do end up getting these belts. So yeah, it does have more of a handmade feel than like a production feel, if that makes sense. So really cool. Love cow print, as you can see with the spider jacket. So now that the accessories are done, footwear to wrap it up, that's gonna close out a bit. All right, so we have 3 pairs of shoes. The first one is gonna be these boots. The last piece from Souland. Sorry, I always like try to say Soul something else, but Souland is the name. I've always wanted a pair of boots like these for quite some time, maybe for like a year or two. I've seen them a lot like on Pinterest for a bit, but like I don't know what the exact style of these boots would be called, but taller, more blocky boots. I love a square toe, and that's exactly what these are. But what makes these a bit different is that there's this metal toe box, which is really cool. I'll show you the little highlight right there. But yeah, I wore these like a good 3 times so far. Main time I wore them was in New York, but the leather is great, 100% leather. It's breaking in quite nicely, and it's true to size. So shout out to Souland. I feel like it has a lot of good qualities to it, very similar to like Our Legacy, the Row, Bottega, that type of energy that I like in the summertime. So spring, summer, that's how we're coming. Look at these boots, check them out. I like them a lot. These with shorts in the summer, very proud. And then next up, we got a specialty one. This is really cool. APC has been showing love to the boy my house slippers, which I actually never showed you guys. It's by this brand called, these are not gonna look too hot because obviously I walk around the house in them all the time, but by Subu, is that it? Subu, but it's a collaboration with APC, but I wear these every damn day. Like, they're super comfortable. If you guys are looking for like a thing to walk to the coffee shop in or around the house, whatever, I wear these every day. So definitely check them out. But this is a collaboration with APC that they sent me. But this is another APC blessing. It's crazy that I used to look at this brand all the time when I was younger, and now they're sending the boy the pieces, which is really cool. Shops like RSVP Gallery and all that. Like, I used to see them carrying APC, and now we're getting the collabs through the dope. But this is an A6 collab that they did not too long ago. Big fan of A6, super comfortable shoe just to like kick it around in summer with. I have the Jound APCs. No, I have the Jound A6 as well. But this is my next pair. I'm terrified of an all white shoe like this. I'm definitely gonna mess it up, but I think that kind of adds to the character of the shoe. The gun bottom is a nice little touch as well. I don't really have too many sneakers like that. I don't have too many sneakers in general these days. I'm more of like a boots and shoe guy, but this is a really cool addition. Scared but excited to wear these in the next couple of seasons. And the last and final piece of footwear is from Heliot Emil, and no, it is not what you think it is.
I got the Sia boots.
People think that all I do is just get pieces that are affiliated to that boy, but this just happened miraculously too. It is not the hiking boots, even though yes, those are really cool, and I did find out about them through that performance. I did not know about that shoe beforehand, I will not lie, but Heliot Emil reached out to the boy and they sent over these shoes, which are really cool. They kind of remind me of what Jordan number is it the 14s or the 17s? No, it's not the 14s. I can't remember. I'm gonna put it over the screen right here, but like, it has this like little flap over it. It reminds me of this like later number Jordan sneaker from back in the day. But very blocky, huge shoe, great for baggy pants. I think it's gonna like complement all the baggy pants that I have pretty much. But this is a very nice addition. I'm grateful for Heliot Emil to even send me something like this, even though it's not the hiking boot, which I'll gladly take. I'll still take that. But this, still good, still sturdy. It's kind of like a socket situation that goes around it. Very grateful, very appreciative. Oh, I almost. Okay, so you can actually fully take it off, I'm pretty sure. The whole sleeve. I think I'm gonna keep that on because I don't want to mess this up. But maybe you can, maybe you can't, but whatever. It's a cool addition. Never really seen a shoe like it, and it'll be nice in the summer and spring months to come. And that's about it for this video. I really appreciate you guys stopping by once again. Sorry if it was a longer one, but a lot has come through the door in the past couple of weeks. So really good ones. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite piece that we got in this whole video. And that's about it. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Make sure to like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Follow the boy on Instagram, GOTSWEIGE, where you can keep up to date with me more frequently. I post fit pics, this and that, so that's what you can check out on there. And I think that's about it. I think the next one's I'm gonna try and make a vlog for you guys. It's getting hot out, so might as well lock in on that. I think I have some footage from New York and Philly and all that too, so put that in there with some spring shenanigans and keep it pushing. So I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Talk to you soon. Peace.